Hi, this is probably like the strangest out of place thing I've ever done, but I think it'd be really funny. So yesterday, I was cleaning out my closet and just going through some old books, some childhood memories, old games and whatnot, and I see this. What appears to be a Diary of a Wimpy Kid do-it-yourself book. It was like a whole thing to like read them out from your childhood, and you know I just had to give this a shot. And knowing how I was at the time, yeah, gonna be interesting. By the way, I think I was like 9, so the cover is like almost tearing off and it's kind of on its last legs. Why did I draw myself like that? I had like no art talent back then in elementary school, just so you know. I don't know what shape is this. Is it like an eggplant? We're already striking gold with our first page. Okay, so this is your book now. So technically you can do whatever you want. Does recording content for it count? But if you were to write anything in this journal, make sure you hold on to it, because one day you're gonna grow up rich and famous and people are gonna know what you were like when you were a kid. Oh, absolutely not. Our first activity in the book says, if you were on a desert island, what would you take with you? These aren't even video games, these are just devices. I wrote down Nintendo Switch, laptop, and iPad. And for songs, well, I'll just let you guess what the first song was. This is all if I was on a deserted island, by the way, so I could be dead by then and these would be like the last things I see. For books, I wrote, I would take this book, great choice, comics, no specified comic by the way, just comics, and Underpants, which I'm assuming is Captain Underpants, the greatest piece of literature to come out ever. What? I don't think I had any taste. If I was on a desert island and the only movies I would watch would be, I would take Inside Out, Boss Baby, and Cars 3. I don't even remember the plot of Cars 3. Well, I was just a kid. I suppose I should be into kid things. There's like worse things I could be into. Have you ever? So first one says, have you ever gotten a haircut so bad that you had to stay home from school? I don't think I've ever gotten a haircut that was so bad I had to be like, I need to stay home now. Have you ever had to put suntan lotion on a grown-up? I mean, recently, yeah, but apparently I wrote yes here. I don't know back then if I had to. Have you ever been bitten by an animal? All the time. I harassed my cats all the time when I was younger. Some could argue I still do. Have you ever been bitten by a person? Thankfully no. Have you ever tried to blow a bubble with a mouthful of raisins? This is extremely specific. Who would say yes to this? I don't even like raisins like that. Thank God I put no. Have you ever peed in a swimming pool? I actually can't answer that because I don't remember too well. So take my word for it that I didn't do that. Have you ever been kissed full on the lips by a relative who was older than 70? Yes, probably. I wrote down yes, but I think I was just assuming I did at one point when I was younger. Have you ever been sent home early by one of your friend's parents? Somebody in my class probably did, but no, not me. Personality test. Let's just see how well this holds up. Write down 4 adjectives that describe why you like that animal. By the way, okay, I thought it said write down 4 adjectives to describe yourself. So I wrote kind, energetic, cool, and funny. When it said write down 4 adjectives that describe why you like that animal. I mean, people are technically animals, so can't argue with that. Okay, like what's your favorite color? A-R-M-P. Did I just make up a new color? It's still pink, by the way. That shouldn't be surprising. Write down 4 adjectives that describe why you like that color. And I wrote fun, happy, energetic, cool. I have no idea what this color is. What's the title of the last book you read? Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Okay, at the time, I believe that at the time. I believe that. List 4 adjectives. Oh my God. I need the source. I need to stop using like funny and cool as adjectives. We hit our first comic. So in the book, there are comics that let you like fill in the blank. Check your bag. Do it. Do it. There's nothing in there. Zooey mama. There's no punchline, by the way. If you think I'm unfunny now, you should have seen what I wrote in this book. In this one, you had to draw all the panels yourself. I'm home, honey. Oh wait, I'm single. And I wrote down wink. Like I verbally wrote down the word wink as if it's like a sound effect. This is not fun. This is not funny. This is not funny. Okay, excuse me. Passing out. This is not funny in the slightest. Hey mom, what's for dinner? Hey sweetie. What? You're a robot, remember? Okay, so this one says predict the future. This is actually really interesting. So I said, I officially predict that 20 years from now, cars will run on the sun instead of gasoline. A cheeseburger will oh my God. A cheeseburger will cost $0. Well, pets will have their own robots. Well, it's kind of true. Underwear will be made from underwear. Is that not technically true? Sorry, I'm pretty correct. Vegetables will no longer exist. I eat vegetables like a lot now, so the fact that I wrote this is really funny. The new annoying catchphrase. Imagine if I wrote hot too. Apparently, I thought the new annoying trendy catchphrase would be, the cat hat is fat. Well, thankfully that didn't happen. Aliens will visit our planet in the year 2491 and make the following announcement. We come in peace. We are here for human food. Do I really want to get into the whole alien debate? The number one thing that will annoy old people in 20 years will be teenagers. Are Gen Alpha kids teenagers yet? If so, I would be right. So this one says, design your dream home. Okay, that sounds cool. So let's start from the top. I have a flat screen TV in my living room. Oh, and I have a butler in the living room and a first class bathroom. Excuse me. I have a pool in the living room. I have a party room. Oh, and there's a butler in there too. Why do I have so many butlers? I have my room with a hot tub in it. That would actually be so annoying. I have an Alexa in my room and a butler in my room that apparently just stands there and watches me sleep. I have the food bar. No idea what that implies, by the way. Why am I so evil? I wrote down in parentheses, guest pay. If I had that much money, you're eating for free. Wait, stop. I scribbled out friends because like some of these people weren't my friends. They were just people that I knew. So most likely to fall asleep in class, I gave to this boy who we'll call Train. Train? I don't even think he actually fell asleep in class. I just like wrote that to be funny. Most likely to faint at the sight of blood. Let's call this girl Computer. Computer. What's funny is actually I saw Computer recently while I was like at a coffee shop. Most likely to wear pajamas at school, which surprisingly applies to a lot of people. But that I gave to a boy who we'll call Plant. Plant, I think he would wear pajamas at school actually, but honestly, it's become so normalized nobody actually cares anymore. Most likely to be on a reality TV show, we'll call you Comet. Comet said he had some like acting experience, like play experience, so I just wrote that he would be likely to be on a reality TV show. Do they look for that in reality TV shows actually? I'm not sure. Most likely to join the circus. We'll call you NES. NES was actually like kind of a creepy kid. He would like flirt with everybody in class. He was like kind of creepy, like creep behavior. More comics, more unfunny comics. Okay, by the way, I was 10. Hey guys, ew, go away freak. Yeah, you're ugly. You're spelled as in Y-O-U-R. Dang. There is no joke. This activity is called Good Advice for Next Year's Class. First one, I wrote meet smart kids. I don't know if I was implying that they'd help you with your work or if I was implying to be around smart people and whatnot. But number two, have fun. I didn't do this, by the way. Middle school was not fun. And then I wrote try to be cool and popular. Maybe doing like an unironic like school advice video. That'd be really fun. Number 5 says, try to keep a good reputation. I don't even want to talk about what sparked me to say that. What is this? Okay, let's calm down. This activity is called 5 Things Nobody Knows About You. I was 10. First, I wrote, I have a lot of friends on Miitomo. Let's not get into that. I had a crush. 3, family. 4, friends. What does that even mean? Does nobody know that I have family or friends? 5, what happened? That's so scary and vague. Oh no, imagine you're having a conversation. It's like, what's something that nobody knows about you? And you just say, what happened? That's creepy. Your life by the numbers. Longest you've gone without bathing. I wrote 2 weeks. This is really funny because I like shower every single day. Latest you've ever been to school, 8 o'clock. I missed like an entire day of school once. Most hours you've spent working on homework, 5 hours. Although unfortunately this has increased. Longest you've gone without watching TV, 3 months. That's a lie. Numbers of times you've watched your favorite movie. I wrote 25. Most number of times you've eaten fast food in a single day. That's 1. I wouldn't order that much. These are kid problems. Here are things to write down in case I get amnesia. I like how these are like affirmations. I'm okay with this. 2, you play games. 3, you eat food. 4, you like smooth hair. Okay, well that's one thing that never changed. Oh my god. Oh my god, the cover to the book just fell off. Write your own song. I'm not reading this. A totally awesome practical joke. I threw ice at my sister. The joke you've played on a teacher. I lied about homework. Well, I don't think your best ideas for inventions. This ought to be good. Mind reader chip. Fingerprint future predictor. There's like a cheap mobile app somewhere that's exactly that. And apparently it showed me using it, and it said, "You will be smart." I also made an invisibility cloak and a mind control helmet, because that totally will not be abused at all. Why? This is so ruthless. Design your own haunted house. You enter in and go downstairs into a basement. There's a knife on the table, spooky. And then you walk through a knife alley. Seems like a knife neighborhood. Somehow go down without stairs and see dead bodies. I did not specify that they were fake for some reason. And in parentheses, I wrote, if you say this is too violent, inappropriate, I don't care, that's the point. I'm so funny. Wow, I had like no gratitude in my life back then. No wonder I was miserable. That was exhausting to read. I feel violated. I violated myself. It was hilarious. Thank you and whatnot. Have a great day.